Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sips, Riffs N Flix. I'm your co-host, Kevin.
And I'm Brandon.
And
On this episode, what we're going to try, Kevin?
I don't know.
I think it's a bourbon.
Oh, we on a Bernie. We on a Bernie. Weekend at Bernie's.
So speaking of weekend at Bernie's, so I don't know if you know this or not.
Yeah.
So, my aunt, who's 75, I'll leave her name nameless at this time.
Uh-huh.
Well, at Thanksgiving last year, she was out in the driveway partaking. You're 75, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
With some other family relatives not named me, in some herbal essence.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And so we walked back into they walked back into the house. I was in the house, and then I happened to look into the living room or dining room, and I saw this. And I went in there,
out cold.
I had to pick her hand. And she was clammy, and I thought we were gonna have to call EMS because she couldn't talk.
Yeah.
She was flying so high in the clouds that I thought she was gonna have a heart attack.
Coming down.
No, but we got her some water, got her calmed down.
Did you give her some bread?
Well, I thought I was gonna have to throw her on the floor and put her feet up on the table so her blood pressure would come up. But we put her on the couch, and we all had a good Thanksgiving. And then she woke up and was like, "I'm hungry."
Woke up at Christmas.
She went to sleep at Thanksgiving, woke up at Christmas hungry.
I hungry.
Lord, she was hungry. But
that's a good story.
But the funny part about it was I was kind of making fun of it about it a few weeks ago when I was with family again.
Yep.
And I was afraid that she was dead, and I thought we was going to have to like throw her arms around us and like for the family picture, pick her up like Bernie and let her smile.
So the other night, randomly when I'm getting in bed trying to go to sleep, I'll get on like Hulu or Netflix or something, and I'll just put on some random like old movie. The other night I started Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
And I realized that I don't really remember that movie.
What?
Like I remember, certain scenes or whatever, but I don't remember why they want everybody to think he's still alive. Like,
because they don't want. They're the new guys,
right? And there's people trying to,
but they're trying to frame them for this like embezzlement thing,
right?
And he's trying like befriending them,
yep,
because they're going to take the fall. Well, I can't remember if he does too much blow or however it is he dies.
A guy comes in and does like a needle.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
But they figure out they're being set up.
That's right. Yeah.
And they can't let him know that he's dead.
I couldn't remember all that. So I only made it like 15 minutes in and I fell asleep. So I'm going to finish it. But I just started thinking it's like I just couldn't remember the whole basis of the movie.
So the two guys, one's like the taller guy with dark hair.
Oh, and one's the worst actor of all time from the 80s.
No, who, Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves is like
the worst actor on planet fucking
compared
Earth.
To Andrew McCarthy, he's acting God.
But no, Andrew McCarthy is way better, especially in Mannequin.
Andrew McCarthy is the worst actor of all time in history.
No. I'm telling you right now.
I ain't listening to it.
Watch John Wick.
Never seen.
So, yeah, okay. Well, I've been traveling a lot, so I've watched all the John Wicks on the plane.
Did all those start because somebody kills his dog? Is that how?
That's how it starts.
Okay.
But you got to listen to how this guy. He must like donate billions and millions of dollars to everybody because that's how he gets work. Because he's supposed to be this badass, and he pulls it off semi-okay.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a lot of words, and I know why. Because like this one part, he falls down and like get up, and he was like beating all these people up, and they were like, "You're back," and he was like, "You wanted me back. I'm back." I'm like, how many takes did that take? Like, I was getting so pissed on the plane. And I'm like, how does this he's worth like $400 million. I'm not good at anything I do. And I'm worth like $40 in a cheeseburger. And this son of a bitch, like, he is worth $400 million. He couldn't play dead in a cowboy movie. Like, honestly, if he tried out for Statesville High School's drama, he'd be cut.
Is he Bill or Ted? Bill.
Ted.
Is he Ted?
No, he is Bill.
I can't remember.
Righteous dude.
Dude.
But far out. But if you watch any of the John Wicks, you're like, The way he talks, you're not a badass.
I'm telling you, those 80s, Andrew McCarthy, like all those dudes, like Breakfast Club, all those, they're the worst actors of all time. What's the redheaded girl's name that was in every movie?
Molly Ringwald.
She's horrible. Worst actress of all time. I
Um,
hate all those 80s actors. They're terrible.
what's that one dude's name that was in the Breakfast Club's a great movie.
They're terrible
What's
actors.
Judd Nelson, great actor.
They're all terrible.
You know who's the worst? I wouldn't. If he was on fire on the side of the road, I wouldn't piss on him and put him out. Michael Rappaport.
Oh, I'm from New York. I know everything about hip hop. I hate that guy.
Who, Zebrahead? Wasn't he in the movie Zebrahead?
He was. I hate that guy.
I swear,
All right, go ahead.
if the world was flooded with piss and that sumbitch lived in a tree,
You what? What?
drown him in piss. If humanity, civilization relied on Michael Rappaport's DNA for human
But he's
race.
from New York.
Yeah, I know
And he
everything
knows
about
hip-hop.
everybody. Yeah. He ain't worth a shit. Anyway,
Let me say this real quick.
Yep.
I've been watching the Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary.
mm-hmm. Arnold.
You want to talk about horrible actor?
However,
He's horrible.
so you know, in the first movie he was ever in, like in the 70s, was it something in America? Like they dubbed his voice. Like that's how horrible he was. However, you want to talk about a story coming from nothing to
Oh.
something?
No, now like the going into Pumping Iron, then into the movie. No, it's cool. His story is cool.
Hercules in America, that is what it's called.
His story is. How did you learn that?
A little birdie told me. It's a bluebird.
So his story is super cool, and I would never take that from him. And great for him that he became who he became. But when they're showing clips of his movies,
Oh yeah.
90% of his dialogue is him falling down and going, "Oh, he's the
Well,
worst."
After the Terminator,
I love you, Doc.
he got better. Like the movie Twins, I love. Kindergarten Cop
Twins
is awesome.
funny. It's good.
Total Recall's great.
He's just terrible.
Conan the Barbarian is fantastic. You don't love
It's-
Conan the Barbarian? Come on, the
You're-
whole thing.
You're telling me that you think that movie's fantastic?
It had Will Chamberlain in it,
Doesn't make it fantastic.
and anything with Danny DeVito is better.
I just
Now there was the one movie. What was it? Where they steal his daughter, Alyssa Milano.
That's the best one.
Commando.
That's the best one.
That's a great movie.
And you know
too.
why he made that one? Because Sylvester Stallone had Rambo. So he made
Probably.
Commando, and he had to kill more people than Sylvester Stallone. He had to blow up. He had bigger guns.
Well, listen.
Whatever.
If I ever
Anyway.
had two big brothers in my life, it'd been Arnold and Sly.
We've been off on a tangent for
Long enough.
9 minutes.
So good. So what we're going to do now, and welcome back to Storytime, ladies and
welcome
gentlemen.
back. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Sip Riffs N Flix.
We're going to try Russell's Reserve. This is a Kentucky straight bourbon. This is a 10-year-old. 45%, 90 proof. Getting close to tater time.
So I was in Southern Spirits in South Carolina, and they had a table with like certain harder to find, I guess, bourbons, allocated bourbons, and this was the last bottle of this. There was a couple, like 3 bottles of something, 4 bottles of something. There was one of these left, so I grabbed it because I was like, it must be pretty good.
So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to take us a little dab of neat, and then we're going to put some ice on it. Let it chill.
So this is the 10-year.
Oh,
You
this
already
is
said that.
distilled and bottled by the Wild Turkey Distillery
Yeah,
Company.
it is a Wild Turkey product.
Uh-uh.
So this is the Russell's Reserve 10-year, which, we don't know a ton of stuff, but I think a lot of the bourbons we drink are in that like 5 to 7 year range.
So if this is a Wild Turkey bourbon,
Mm-hmm.
does that mean our good friend Spencer would say this is topper shelf?
So I sent a picture of this to Spencer, and he just sent a thumbs up. This was like a month. No, this was on my birthday. I bought this on June the 9th. He just sent a thumbs up. It was like nothing better than Wild Turkey. So I think it just falls right in line with his topper shelf.
Topper shelf. There's
Yep.
top and topper shelf.
So let's.
Well, I'm excited about it.
Let's go
Cheers.
for it. We're gonna do a neater.
A little neater. Well, boys and girls, ever since we did that episode with Spencer, I'm not going to lie. The bottles that I have purchased have all been Wild Turkey, 90% of them. Now, I haven't went with that 101 or Reserve. Mine's been that top shelf, not topper shelf.
Which one did we drink with him on the show?
The Reserve, I think 101. It was good.
But it's the gold label. It was the single barrel one.
I believe it comes from one barrel. Yeah.
So I've bought that twice since then.
Mm-hmm. And you drank it?
No, they're just sitting there.
I don't understand you.
Yeah,
you just buy them to look at.
Yeah, No. I'll drink them if somebody shows up and wants to drink them. I'll open any bottle at my house. I just don't sit around and drink bourbon.
I'm 3/4 of a mile away. All you got to do is call.
Come on over. This one's pretty smooth. Russell's Family Reserve, it says. This one's good. This one on some ice is going to be...
This on ice is going to be absolutely delicious. Now, it does say here that you can get some hints of rich, spicy vanilla. I hadn't rounded that corner yet, but it is delicious.
Get you a fire and some taters in there.
I think we should do a show and talk nothing but in Keanu Reeves voices. That's what I think.
Can I be Bill or Dan, whichever one it is?
I'll need you to watch the John Wick series so you'll understand what I'm saying. Because once you see, you go, this doesn't make any sense.
So I'm gonna let mine breathe a hot minute on this ice. If you had to pick your favorite Keanu Reeves movie, what would it be? Mine's Point Break. Okay, good.
Point Break, best movie he's ever been in.
Mine's Point Break.
Ooh, some may say Speed, but guess what? He was a terrible actor in that too.
You can't go under 55.
Yo, don't do it. Even in Point Break, which is a great movie.
Bodie, you're going down, Bodie.
Bodie, you're going down. And what's her name? Tyler.
Basically, he's been the same character in every movie.
Which is a fuckstick. Like, he literally... You know what, though? Everyone says he's like the nicest guy in Hollywood.
They do say that.
You know why? So he can keep getting work. So he can keep getting rich. Because he can't act.
Oh, Keanu.
How does
His
that
name's
work?
Keanu.
I know.
By the way.
Is he Hawaiian?
It must be.
Like...
I'm doing that old Iredell County mating call.
That's not meth. Do you think what if he was like from Alabama?
Ohio.
Starkville, Mississippi, and he was like, yo. Like, shut up. That ain't how
And
you
his
talk.
real name's like
David.
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
He's like, I'm going to be Keanu.
Reeves.
And I'm going to act in movies.
Do you think... You're getting better. It's getting pretty good. Do you think he's related to Luke Reeves?
Maybe.
Luke Reeves is still a better singer than he is.
Mm-hmm. That's delicious. Russell's Reserve 10-year on some ice and breathe them for a minute is... It ain't my favorite because I'm still big on the Michter's
Sour Mash.
Sour Mash. This right here is good, though. Everything that we've tried by Wild Turkey has been delicious.
This is good. It being on the ice was where it's at.
It being on the ice is where it's at.
You wanted whiskey? We're drinking whiskey. God, what a douche. And I'm not just hating because he's filthy, generational rich, but just, God, I just want to be not good at something and get overpaid for it. I mean, is that too much to ask?
You're like the worst actor ever. We'll give you $50 million to be in this movie. Oh, okay.
Okay. If you want.
You must have seen.
And he's like bow-legged.
You know, speaking of bow-legged.
No, go ahead. Do tell.
Have you seen Walton Goggins walking in any of the shows that he's in?
Yes.
He's bow-legged.
Well,
He's got like crooked toe. He's got it
Well,
all.
them toes. Well, it's almost like a bow-leg pigeon toe type
It
thing.
is.
Yeah.
He's my new favorite actor.
Keanu couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag. I'm telling you. In those fighting scenes, ugh.
You know, I've never seen The Matrix.
Me either.
Any of them.
Nope.
Should we watch them one day and talk about them on here?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't even know what red pill, blue pill means. But by the way, obviously because that's over 20 years old by now, right?
Yeah.
Or at least close to it.
Gotta be.
People still talk about red pilled and blue pilled. Whatever it
No
means.
idea.
Yeah.
Democrat and Republican, I guess.
But I don't think so, right?
I mean, don't think
they
so.
can't
It's
make it
different.
that simple. Movie was ahead of its time, bro.
All right, Brandon, what
Yes.
are your thoughts on the Russell's Reserve
So-
Kentucky Straight Bourbon 10-year?
It's a 90 proof. It's delicious. It's smooth. I would definitely recommend it putting it over water and letting it breathe. But man, I would drink this every day. This
I
is
would
nice
too.
and smooth.
This one for a 90 proof is very, very smooth. So I would also walk across the street for it. I do agree the neat was not bad, to be honest.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
But over ice and breathing for a minute, it's definitely one of those like a everyday sipper bourbon. Like it's good. Really good.
I think what I got to do, I got to find me like a 40 proof bourbon that I can just drink all day.
You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
Well, see you in the morning.
Russell's Reserve 10-year. Good job, Russell family.
Is that a family thing?
It says Russell Family Reserve on top of it.
Oh, well,
Etched in the bottle.
I reckon that makes sense then. All right. Well, if you have any suggestions you would like for us to try or whatnot, please leave a comment. Or if you like it, don't like it, like, subscribe, tell your mom, tell your friends, tell everybody.
And what's your favorite Keanu Reeves movie?
Or your least favorite Keanu Reeves movie outside of all of them.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a good evening. See ya.
Bye.